Metro Weather Watch, evening update for the Evansville metro area and surrounding tri-state communities, with meteorologist Nathan Kitchens.
Good evening, everyone. This update is brought to you by Vinny's Auto Detail. Be sure to give that vehicle a fresh look from an award-winning team, and be sure to tell them that Metro Weather Watch sent you. All right, first up, we're going to take a look at our temperature forecast this weekend. We are looking at some just unseasonably warm air near record levels on Saturday. We're forecasting a high temperature of 68 degrees in Evansville on Saturday. The record is 71. I think if we see enough breaks into clouds, we could hit that 70-degree mark, so clearly our record could be in jeopardy. If cloud cover is more prevalent, upper 60s, but either way, very, very, very mild temperatures on our Saturday. And Sunday still mild as well, just a few degrees cooler because of all the clouds, and we're going to have a lot of rain around on Sunday, so that's going to keep us cooler, but still around 60 degrees. And keep in mind, our average high is 41 this time of year, average low is 24, so we are way above seasonal, that's for sure. All right, I mentioned the rain chances here. Rain chances will be going up, especially Saturday night through Monday morning. That's kind of our time frame here of our better rain chances. Now, there's also a chance, I think, of some thunderstorms as well, especially tomorrow night. And I'll explain that here in a second. First off, the rain totals on the various models range from anywhere from the European only showing a 10th inch, and then you have on the higher end the NAM model showing over an inch and a half of rain in Evansville. And I will say the new runs of the GFS are trending wetter, so I think we could see this thing trend a little wetter for Sunday. So that's something to keep in mind as we get closer. We'll have to continue to look at the new model runs coming in. But the Weather Prediction Center, heaviest rain to our south, lighter totals the farther north and west you go. Again, this could change depending on the track of this low pressure. I think this could trend a little wetter for us. So I do think Sunday's going to be a fairly soggy day across the area. I mentioned thunderstorm chances. I think the best is we mainly tomorrow night. This is the Storm Prediction Center outlook for tomorrow. This goes from 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow through 6 o'clock Sunday. And I think the time frame for this would be tomorrow night. The NAM model is showing some instability around. I'll show you that here shortly. You can see the marginal risk here over southwest Kentucky and extreme southern Illinois for Saturday. Looking at some of the forecast soundings, I know this is really technical. It is showing, a marginal severe risk on this sounding here. Just enough instability. We've got a decent amount of shear around, about 42 knots from the surface to 6 kilometers up into the atmosphere. Average shear of 42 knots. So there is definitely, I think, a marginal risk could be in play, depending on how unstable our atmosphere gets tomorrow. I think that marginal risk that you saw here in the Storm Prediction Center map could get expanded just a little further north. This is not a big deal. This is not looking like a severe weather outbreak by any stretch of the imagination. I want to keep that clear. Obviously, the main severe risk will be to our south. The deep south really looks to be hit pretty hard, potentially, with severe weather on Saturday and Saturday night, with even some tornadoes. But here locally, the threat is very marginal at best. But it's something we'll keep in mind. We'll see if that marginal risk will get expanded any further northward as we get closer. All right, so I want to go now and look at the models and kind of time out the rainfall for us and just kind of show you what the models are showing for the weekend. Again, overnight tonight, pretty quiet out there. Maybe a shower, but really I think we'll be dry tonight. Really, I don't think we'll see any rain. We should be dry. Saturday, mainly dry day for the most part. Could see a few showers. Could see a thunderstorm pop up later in the afternoon into the evening hours. And then as we go into tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, rain chances will begin to go up. Could see a few thunderstorms as well. That's something we'll be watching. And then as we go throughout the day Sunday, it looks fairly wet with scattered showers and a few thunderstorms around. Don't expect any severe weather on Sunday, but it will be a fairly wet day, it looks like, across the area. And then we'll be watching as we go into Sunday night and Monday. It's going to become very windy as we go on the backside of this low pressure. We're going to see the pressure gradient increasing across the area, so that we will see pretty gusty winds here. In fact, I think some of the models are showing gusts over 40 miles per hour Sunday night, so it will be very windy at times here as the system moves by. So you can see this on the GFS model as we go through Sunday night, the low pressure moving to our east. Tight pressure gradient. You see these isobars packed close together. That indicates a very strong pressure gradient, and that's how you get the wind. Wind is driven by the pressure gradient force. And looking at, looking at our setup for Monday, the low pressure moves to the east. We'll see a breezy day. We'll be much, much cooler out there with temperatures only in the 40s on Monday after highs in the low 60s Sunday. So a nice drop in temperatures coming in on Monday, and it will be windy as well. And Tuesday looks like our good day. Quiet day. Should see some sunshine around. our next system out here to our west, and then Wednesday we'll see a cold front passage. So temperatures will be starting to fall, and then we're looking at much colder temperatures funneling in later next week, and this will usher in a colder pattern as we round out the month of January, and even looking at as we start the month of February, things are looking colder out there. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast here. Get to it here. We are looking at temperatures that will be very mild this weekend. 68 degrees on Saturday. We could see a few late day pop-up thunderstorms out there, especially as we go into Saturday night. And we'll evaluate whether or not that marginal risk over southwest Kentucky will get expanded. It's not looking like a big deal by any means, but just depending how unstable our atmosphere gets tomorrow. Sunday, showers around. It will be a wet day for sure. High in the low 60s. Monday, very breezy out there. Downright windy, actually. Highs much cooler, only in the upper 40s for us, maybe even mid 40s. So it's going to be a chilly day with those clouds hanging around. But Tuesday, we should see the return of sunshine. We need that sunshine, that is for sure. On Tuesday, high 52 degrees. Wednesday, falling temperatures with that cold front passage, so it'll be warmest during the first half of the day, and temperatures continue to fall in the afternoon, so that early high of 53. And then Thursday and Friday, turning much colder, low 40s Thursday, but only mid 30s for Friday. And there's a chance we could see a few flurries as well as we get into late next week. And they're going beyond that through the 8th to 14-day outlook. I'll show you that here from the NOAA Climate Prediction Center. It is showing they are favoring colder than average temperatures between the 28th of January and the 3rd of February. But you also see below normal precipitation. So that's actually good news because of the river flooding that we have taking place. It looks like once we get past this system on Sunday night, or Sunday I should say, and Sunday night, we should see a drier pattern start to take hold. Now, we're going to be in this northwesterly flow, as we call it, going through the end of the month, and that can lead to various disturbances riding down, and that could lead to light snow chances as we go into the end part of this month. We really can't pin that down until we get closer. We're not looking at anything major right now as far as snow chances, but I think at least the chance is there for at least some weak disturbances to move by, giving us maybe some light snow chances as we end the month of January. And of course, we'll have to fine-tune that as we get closer, of course, but at least we are getting back to a more wintry regime as far as temperatures are concerned. Definitely looking much more typical for the end of January and the beginning of February here. Alright, I'm going to wrap up this update. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Be sure to keep it here to Metro Weather Watch for the very latest throughout the weekend. Of course, we'll be keeping you updated on all this wild weather here. Hope you all enjoy the warm weather tomorrow. The good news is we'll see plenty of dry weather tomorrow with those upper 60s for a high. So I would get outside and enjoy it while you can, because the rain on Sunday will be it's going to be a pretty soggy day Sunday. Alright, so thank you all for watching, and have a great rest of the evening, and have a great weekend.